What's
Right.
going on?
Oh,
Rocky, you celebrating your Muslim holidays?
you know it.
Or
Islamist
you out there practicing haram?
haram.
Hmm?
Haram all day. What's
Since
up,
you out
Seth?
half naked last night during the Muslim holidays,
I
I
was
don't
out.
want to alert the brothers about you.
I'm not on my dean.
Get on your dean, queen. We don't want to have to tell Freeway and them niggas. Them Philly niggas would be very mad at you.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, yeah, I gotta tell you about somebody who called me on some shit like that for real. Like, peace, queen. You not on your. It was really excessive, affiliatory.
Peace, Earth. Nigga spit you a whole Wu-Tang verse, try to get you back in line.
This shit is crazy, man.
What's shaking? How this shit work? Yo, this shit is what is this shit? Like a group
So
chat?
basically, tax. This I'm new to this shit too. My first time on this spaces shit was a couple weeks ago. And where's Dub? Dub, a little fuck Nick. No, he stopped.
Wow, wake
Uh,
it up.
Dub was the host. Like up there, you see the guy, the stop sign, the light.
Yeah.
That's a guy named Danny, and he's been running these spaces. They were or are, we don't know, we haven't figured it out yet. They were part of the Joe Budden cheerleading squad. And then as of a couple weeks ago, since I started infiltrating the space, they started waking up a little bit. So I introduced
What
you.
you in here starting with people, Rocky?
Huh?
What you in here starting with people?
No, finishing.
Oh man. I
Right.
told you, we on a peaceful quest right now. We not dealing with negative energy in the universe. We gonna allow niggas to be negative. We gonna congratulate people. We gonna be happy for people. We ain't gonna wish no nothing, no bad on nobody. You know why? Because we don't even gotta do that shit for these niggas because they spirits is evil. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like
So,
Charlamagne the other day, even after that whole a couple weeks ago, me and Amani went at it on here, and I was a little ashamed and a little embarrassed. I got real spicy. Charlamagne was like, "Hey, people make mistakes, but there's a difference between the person making a mistake and the person whose character is flawed." And I was like, you know what? I embrace that. Take that.
what you said to the dude?
Oh, I called him all kind of pussy ass motherfuckers, offered him to pull the fuck up, called him a goddamn homeless dick,
Oh,
all of that shit. But it was warranted. But it wasn't.
just like I said, right? I got a tweet pinned at the top of my shit, and it says to disagree without having to disrespect is a sign of maturity. And I don't
Nah,
know if people
Tax.
ever noticed.
Tax, I gotta send you the link. The motherfucker came in with the little guns
You gotta
blazing
let
like
listen.
this.
That nigga said all kind of shit to
He was
me.
hot.
What I'm gonna say back to that kid? Like seriously, I've actually seen these people in real life. They've never, ever, ever given me negative energy. They've never even. There's
And
been
so
nothing but
that's the guy.
kumbaya. So how you think I feel when some of these men are talking about me? With like Joe Button was with me the day before I went to jail,
Mm-hmm,
like the night before.
mm-hmm,
Mad respectful, cool dude, made me drinks and all that shit.
mm-hmm.
So and this is a nigga that I've been
And
speaking
that's
to
why I kind
my
of
whole time in jail. Literally my whole time. And I'm mad because I tell a nigga, do not talk about my friend. My friend is dead. And when my friend was alive, you never spoke ill of him. And you was trying to get a job for my friend for years. Trying to get a job. And I could be honest and tell people like, yo, the real shit was that he didn't take it at first because he didn't want the rest of the crowd that he had when he had Joe Buttons and Marissa Mendez. That's when it was called I'll name this podcast later.
mm-hmm.
So when you sitting there talking shit about combat and then you saying, oh yeah, Tax is a worker, I was working for combat. But you know what y'all don't know? Because you minding your business being a dope fiend dick riding a nigga that came from the street and surpassed you in a space that you thought that you could take over because you was a platinum rapper and a nigga on Love and Hip Hop getting beat up. What happened is that you didn't like that a nigga grew so big on the internet because nigga, you had 1 million followers and I still don't got 1 million followers. So how the fuck was I doing better than you? And our
Mm-hmm.
shit was coming out a day and apart. You never did better numbers than me. I got ads before you. Y'all niggas started falsifying y'all ads, and this is real talk. Tristan Walker, them niggas will tell on that. Nori, all of them was faking their numbers because they said, Tax, how the fuck are you selling 300 raises and these niggas is selling 20? And they talking about they got 1 million views on their show and they got 1 million followers. I said, I'm not here to tell you that, man. Those is good dudes, and I left it alone like I knew nothing was going on. But this is why Nori not on CBS now, because they was there faking their numbers at CBS. The first couple episodes, they acting like they got fucking 2 million fucking hits and shit, and the CBS found out and they ain't want to pay up. But you got these weird ass niggas talking shit to me when I'm a nigga who came from the street and knew my business. I went in every office and did my deal. I went in Duce office and brokered my own fucking deal, nigga, with
Yes.
pure knowledge of the liquor industry that I learned off the internet. They was mad because they had to do the deal. They say, yo, Jay said we have to do the deal. He didn't tell us to give you a certain deal. He said we got to do a deal with you. So I ended up negotiating some shit that other niggas wasn't even getting at Duce.
Right.
And you sitting here talking about me like I'm some ignorant dumb nigga. Nigga, I was not even on loudspeaker network after the first 4 months, and nobody knows that. I was just using them to get ads. They felt from back then, they say, yo, Tax, you be wilding, you be disrespecting a lot of dudes. Dudes was calling the studio, threatening people at the studio, talking about, yo, we gonna come up there and shoot y'all because of Taxetone. And this is before any of this other shit happened with this rapper dude. Niggas was just doing it because they didn't like the way I was talking about their music. So right then we did a contract where I got out of the contract I was in with them. So I was independent my whole fucking time niggas was listening to me. They just didn't know. And I'm not lying. Chris Morrow is well and alive. He'll tell you. Jonathan Minna is well and alive. I don't be fucking lying to these niggas. That's my biggest gripe with most of these dudes is I don't care about who does. I think mad at these niggas shit is corny and I never say nothing. I don't think Joe Button got a corny podcast. I've listened to it before. I think he know how to talk. He's a wordsmith. He can make good
He's
content.
really
I think a lot of them other niggas is corny. I think Elliot Wilson is whack. That nigga put you right to sleep. I like B-Dot. B-Dot my man. But I think B-Dot becomes whack being around Elliot Wilson.
there you go.
You understand? And this is just my God honest truth. Like I helped Wallow do the podcast from jail in 2017. I gave this nigga every advertiser I had while I was in jail because PNB Rock said my man just came home from jail. Can you help him? Wallow would tell niggas. I wasn't outside talking about, yo, I helped build $1 million worth of game. I let them niggas grow, flourish, and do their motherfucking thing because that's what they supposed to do. I don't be hating on niggas. All these old niggas be hating on niggas. Anytime you ask for an opportunity, they're not going to give you the source. They're not going to really teach you. And that's the biggest issue is that any nigga to keep information from you is an opposition. And
That's
that's what Ebro and them niggas do. Ebro and them niggas will see the young dudes and they won't give them no information, but they'll try to keep you around them just so they can sun you.
I
So
mean,
this is how I end up
this in this
gravitating
space right
towards.
here, I blessed so many people with resources, contacts, connections. In this space right here, and these people were JBTV big time cheerleaders. That man ain't never gonna do nothing for y'all. That podcast ain't never gonna do nothing for y'all.
Listen,
Wake
you
it
got
up.
to understand something. It goes like this, right? I remember when Nicki Minaj first got a deal of Young Money. I was tight. I say, yo, hit Nicki. I was in jail. I say, yo, hit Nicki. Why would she sign with another rapper? You don't do that. You're not going to grow. But what I didn't understand at the time was Lil Wayne was so fucking big at the time. He didn't give a fuck about helping nobody else. He didn't care about putting Drake on and Nicki on. He wanted to do that. Let me tell you something. These other rappers never be in that position. They always in the position to where the next nigga can actually take their spot. And
And that
most niggas feel envious. See, I'm a nigga, I'm gonna build you up and help you get better than me because the more niggas I help get great, the more strong allies I got.
ex- and tax. That's why I flipped so bad on Imani because one, he would never do that shit face to face. He's not built like that. But two, when this little nigga was boohoo crying, oh man, he right there. He can't put my shit on. I took this dude's CDs and dropped that shit on Mike Kaiser's desk. Ain't asked for no favors, ain't asked for nothing. He didn't even ask me to do that shit. I'm trying to plug his ass left and right, but he's sitting right next to his right hand man right now that won't do shit for him. But he gonna tap dance for him now. He gonna be a lap dog for him now. So that's why I got wrapped up. Cause
Listen, I'm not
you over here sucking dick for this one over here that wouldn't do shit for you. You got called
I'm
in
not
now.
mad at weak
Fucking need
people.
a
One
break.
thing about me, Rocky, don't ever be mad at people for not having the strength that you have. You have to understand that you got a type of strength that other people don't have, and that's what make you you. So when dudes like that pop up and they got like, I have niggas that pop up in my comments, they be like, right now you in the cell sitting there thinking about this. I'd be like, no, pussy, that's what the fuck you would be thinking about. See, I am not a weak nigga. I am a nigga who's done this on my forehead many times. I'm about to come home and y'all niggas is gonna be fucked up when I step in front of your face and shake your hand and grab your ass in front of your bitch and emasculate you.
Free him.
That's what you're gonna be hurt at when that bad bitch is looking at you getting treated like a bad bitch. Because see, I'm a grown man. I don't play with none of these men. I've never threatened none of these niggas. These niggas threaten me for the shit I say. And I respond telling you, you ain't gonna do shit to me. And I've never lied to these niggas about nothing I've said. And that's the issue. When you want to be an alpha, and then at the same time you want to portray yourself as, oh, I'm this. They don't know what fence to be on. See, they'll get on the shit and say, yeah, Taxetone is stupid. He had a gun inside a nightclub. But then they'll say some crazy shit that'll make their ass have to need a gun in a nightclub. You understand? So it's like this. You got a random nigga punch Joe Button in the mouth. I don't know that nigga that did that shit. That is a random nigga who liked my show. He actually DM'd me and said, y'all punch that nigga in the mouth because I don't like what he said about you. Now, the thing is this. I didn't even suggest nobody to beat your ass yet. I could get your ass beat off a suggestion. I could say, yo, Joe Button need to get fucked up, and you'll start getting fucked up everywhere you go. You don't even realize that. But I don't got that type of hate in my heart. All I wanted that nigga to do was not speak about Combat Jack. You could talk about me. I'm here. I know that your strength comes from me being here. And I understand now that your strength comes from Combat being where he at. You're not going to be talking about people you can't reach and think niggas' arms not long. You're not going to do that. And I tell any nigga on the internet, I'm not out here beefing with nobody. I'm on my pill. I'm Gucci. I'm chilling. I don't want to be in nobody's face. I'm going to come home. I don't want no beef with nobody. I never did. All I ever tell you niggas is don't do it because I'm going to overdo it. Do not start it because I'm going to finish it. Do not touch me because when I touch you, you're not going to forget it. Every fucking incident I got into on the internet, do anybody realize that these people touch me first?
Don't
I don't give a
look
fuck
it
what I
up.
say out my mouth. If you touch me, I'm going to touch you. Guess what? I just might touch you in a different place. That's it. That's
That's
it. Don't come in.
exactly like what I just said before you got on, but just in a more
I'm
aggressive
not here for
tone.
that. I never promote. Yo, Joe, Ebro, all of them tell you because you know why? They all said something slick to me on the internet. And you know what I did when I seen them? I grabbed their hands like men. I say, yo, how you doing, man? I remember you said this, that, and the third. Do you still feel that way? And they all did not feel the same way. And you know what I let them do? I let them walk away because I have an agreement with God. And I told God, if a nigga don't want to die, he don't got to get killed. So when a nigga tell me he don't want no beef, I wave the white flag. Nipsey, Slow Bucks, and them to tell you, LA, rest in peace, Nipsey. I told them niggas, call Meek Mill right now and tell that nigga I don't want no beef with him. I'm waving the white flag. Call him. They called the nigga. I say, yo, Meek, before you say anything, we keep missing each other out here in LA. When we see each other, we gonna clash. I don't want no beef with y'all. Y'all be 100 deep, I'll be by myself, and I'm not gonna let y'all do nothing to me. So with that being said, I don't want no beef. I said, go on the internet right now and say, yo, Taxstone, wave the white flag. He copped the plea to me. He don't want no beef. You can say that, and then I'm gonna go underneath the comment and I'm gonna say, yo, that's 100% correct. I don't want no beef, white flag. And I'll do that for your image because y'all rappers, y'all need that shit. I don't give a fuck about what people think about me. I don't have that ego trip where I have to like, yo, I'm mad tough. No, the only thing I'm ever tell you is you're not doing shit to me. I'm not mad tough. I'm mad scared. That's why I'm telling you, you ain't gonna do shit to me. So it's just the difference in the personalities, and I just don't like the way Joe been acting now. When you was talking to me the whole time, everything was, yo, I can't believe this, and he's a sucker for that, and all this shit. And now all of a sudden you talking about, oh, you were getting chased around the nightclub with a gun. I'm like, bro, you just got chased out of nightclub with a nigga with fists, bro. Like, ain't you supposed to run from a gun? Like, I thought that's what you're supposed to do. Like, I didn't know you supposed to let people shoot you and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, you supposed to stay? I never got that memo growing up.
That's
So I just want to see what niggas gonna do when guns is at them. I want to see when I get this next trial, when they hear the real story. This nigga hit me with a gun. This nigga keep acting like he came in and shot me a fair one. Y'all went in the club. Nigga, I was by myself in the room. Them niggas wasn't in there. I got jumped by 7 niggas. Niggas keep acting like I had a fair fight. Like, what the fuck is wrong with niggas? They like, yo, Tax, you should have fought. I'm like, fought who? Nigga, I was never given the option. I got hit with a grip from the moment niggas came through that bitch. So it's like now I'm fighting my case in court because I don't really speak about my case. I let everybody else talk about it because they know, and I don't know. You heard? So I
right.
just let them speak on it. But it's just like niggas gonna see now that the case, they knew the shit was fucked up. The judge knew what he did with the sentencing. The sentencing was illegal. You can look the shit up. The nigga sentenced me concurrent. It was, consecutive. It was supposed to be concurrent because it happened in one room. It was not separate incidents. So he wasn't supposed to sentence me like that. So now they got to re-sentence me. So everybody that's being boisterous and brave, what I tell niggas is this: if you so smart, why don't you tell your lawyer go look through my case before you get brave talking about you'll see me in 35 years. You might see me in 35 months, pussy. So you don't understand, like, y'all niggas is not that smart. Y'all dumb. You know, I don't even hate Joe. I don't hate that nigga. Like, I
That
don't hate
I
him. He
just
just
finished telling these people. I'm like, you
don't
can't
talk about
handle that
my
stuff.
son. My son dead. My son died from cancer. Him and Nori keep talking about the nigga. Like, I don't even got beef with Nori. Word of my mother. Like, Nori, I don't hate that nigga. I'm gonna smack the shit out of him when I see him. And if he get mad at that, then they be mad at that and we don't gotta be friends. But if he all right with me smacking the shit out of him, then we could be friends after that. Cause I don't really hate him, but I'm gonna smack the shit out of him.
I mean,
You
I
know what I
got love
mean?
for Nori, but a gentleman slap should just be approved across the board. It's just it is what it
Come
is.
on, man. Niggas know what it is, bro. I've been with I be everywhere by myself. These niggas be with 35 niggas everywhere they go. And they always talking about, oh, you this and you that. Man, shut the fuck up, bro. I hang with women, bro. I hang with women and nerds, nigga. All my friends is tech geeks, my nigga. I'm the only street nigga around me. I don't got no fucking posse.
True.
It's
That's
just like I
facts.
said, like I don't care though. To each his own, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Like it just don't talk about my friends is dead. Like especially niggas that wasn't harmful people. Like, you know, if I had a friend that was a killer and mad people want to say shit about him, it's like it is what it is. The nigga was a killer, you know what I mean? But you talking about a fucking nigga that just helped people, put people on. He gave Nori a standing contract when he first got on Rockefeller. He's still holding that shit to this day. And it's like, bro, you a grown man. You mad at your ignorance. You agreed to a contract that was fucked up, and you're mad at the nigga for giving it to you. You understand? Like, as much as I love the Locks, people don't understand what the Locks was talking about on the radio. They was up there arguing about Diddy owning a publishing, and he didn't even own it. The nigga Harv Pierre owned it. They didn't know that. That's embarrassing that they didn't understand their business. And people keep talking about, yo, remember when I do remember when the Locks went up there, and I was embarrassed for them because I'm a fan of them niggas. I said, these niggas don't know their business. You understand? So you got a nigga like Joe talking all this independent shit. Nigga, you been signed to Web and Nitty since the day you came out. You signed to them old rat niggas. Ain't nobody worried about that old pussy nigga. You over
Oh
there taking
shit.
pictures with the niggas the next day after you get snuffed. You not told this. Bro, I'm not a podcaster, beloved. What is wrong with niggas? I've been in prison for 8 years, bro. I do shit that niggas, man, I can't even talk about. These niggas are crazy. Like you taking pictures with figures. These niggas are human beings. If a nigga's not a dinosaur, I'm not scared of him. Dinosaurs been extinct for years. You can't just pull up with a human being. Like, yo, I'm with such and such. Like what? The what? Fucking Biggie made niggas bleed just like us. I listen to it every day. How could I neglect those words? Like, are you serious? Like, this is what I'm talking about. You talking to a little kid, a little boy, dope fiend, a mental midget. He got beat up and then fucking took a picture with some niggas that's supposed to be some street gangsters that's 56 years old. Them niggas' knees is bad. They're doing bad. Boy just told on a nigga from Pink Houses. This is just facts. Why are you taking pictures with these niggas like niggas is supposed to be afraid of them? That's wrong. And
Tag.
that's
We
wrong
don't we
for
don't want to
them.
go into those levels yet. I don't think this room is built for that. But
Man,
if
fuck
you
them
would,
niggas.
if you want to let them ask a couple of questions, Danny, I'm gonna let you respectfully figure that out. But like two or three tops,
Yeah.
All right.
consciousness.
But yeah, you
Uh,
right. It's the Muslim holiday. I need to calm down. Let me light this clip of weed up.
Salam alaikum.
I want to give Jameson a chance because Jameson is someone that always talks about Taxstone in a great referential way. Someone who looks up to Taxstone. So Jameson, this is your shot. Please compose yourself.
All right,
Jameson,
so I'm a
Jameson, hold on one second. Jameson text. Jameson is the kid Will Kelly that's right next to you. That's the kid
Yeah.
that you followed yesterday when I DM'd you to let you know what's up with them.
um
Whoa, Kelly. He related to R. Kelly?
nah, bro, nah. Yeah, I'm sorry, but this shit crazy.
Yo,
They
R.
told me
Kelly was
compose
a
my.
talented nigga.
They
Don't
told me
trip.
compose. They told me compose myself to make sure I didn't wild out because I be tweaking sometimes. Tax. I just want to say, bro, you could. I just took all my content down and shit. Every piece of content I've ever dropped, I ended with free tax on, bro. I want to do none of this
Oh,
shit.
shit, appreciate that.
Bro, I want to do none of this shit, bro. I started listening to Power when I was like 14, and as like this insecure, timid kid, bro, hearing this nigga who was clearly being himself tell you, yo, just be yourself, bro. Because of that, I'm myself everywhere I go, bro. Because like,
That's
bro,
official.
like my nigga, you have like just no, bro. You've impacted my life, bro. You've changed my life, my nigga. I wouldn't be I'd be a completely
Hopefully for the
individual, bro.
positive. Hopefully for the
No,
positive.
all for the positive, bro. I'm a nigga who speaks his mind, says what the fuck I want to say, bro. I'm not
Appreciate
timid,
it.
scared, or none of these niggas, bro. If I feel it, I feel it. If it's fuck you, it's fuck you, bro. I'm not faking it with niggas, bro. Like, just like, bro, niggas, like, bro, there aren't words, bro. Like, on some real shit. I'm gonna mute up, dog, because I'm not trying to be on a weird shit, but, like, bro, thank you, bro. Thank you for everything you done, bro. Like,
No,
seriously.
I appreciate it,
Seriously.
beloved. Yeah, I don't even know if people understand. If I show people the letters I get, I got like 15 letters from professors from across the United States that talk about they use my methods to teach in a class, which
Are
was
a
basically,
brilliant mind, and what took place is one of the most unfortunate things that has happened in media space and in hip hop. But I will always free tags, like always have love. You are a brilliant mind, and I just can't wait for you to get your time to really put your stamp on this thoroughly the way you should. And you
yeah,
know I love you,
I
man.
ain't tripping, Rocky. You know the show is never over, so the show continues and it's gonna continue. The thing is this, a lot of the people that's coming for me, these niggas have like one track minds, meaning their brain. Their intellect only comes from one space. Like they're like very intellectual when it comes to hip hop. I'm not that. I have a master's in several places. I've been down for 7 years and I got several masters since I've been down. I'm a motherfucking Swiss Army knife. I just act stupid so people could pay attention to me when I'm talking some smart
Wait,
shit.
can I ask about that? Because I think there's a prevailing notion that this is just the Twitter timeline that you haven't moved on, but you've actually gotten masters and stuff like that. Like you've been working and doing all that.
My nigga, I don't speak. I never really speak about background. You know what I mean? Like when I do things, I did a lot since I've been down. And I don't speak about it. I have credits on albums since I've been down. I've done a whole bunch of shit since I've been down. The thing is this, you can't speak on shit because when you're a person of my magnitude, a relationship with me is dangerous for weak people because weak people cannot stand in rooms by themselves. So I have a lot of friends that people don't know they're my friends because they can't say it out loud for themselves because it'll hurt them. You understand?
Hmm.
So, and I understand that. So the shit that I do in the background, like for instance, I never told nobody I had a do say deal. I went on Drink Champs and Nori tried to pull that shit out. And it was like, bro, I never said nothing about that shit. Like, that ain't it. Like, I'm not here for that. Like, I got a certain way that I market shit. A lot of the shit I fucking market, I'm behind it. I might own it. I got a percentage in it, and people think, yo, that nigga Tax just started promoting some rapper. No, I actually put the money behind that nigga from the start, and I act like he came from the ground. So yeah, half the motherfuckers you ever seen me promoting and shit like that, yes, I have paperwork with them. I'm locked in with them publishing. We about to put out PNB Rock new album right now. You dig what I'm saying? I'm doing this from jail, putting plays together. Just got them two major features. You understand? So the thing is that like you gotta work in the dark because when you work in the light, it's best for people to feel like nothing's going on. It's best for people to think you dumb. You know why? That's why I always got something to talk about because I never told you motherfuckers everything. This is why I sit here when you got weirdo dudes like Rosenberg and them. I really don't like them dudes because y'all perpetuate, honesty and and not being in the street. But then they be doing street shit in the dark, bro. And I don't think people understand how dangerous that shit is in hip hop. Like Flex really told the nigga, I will drop a bomb on your record if you get Charlemagne beat up. The nigga went and snuffed Charlemagne, right? But that nigga could have snuffed him and died. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
People don't think about shit like that. Like, what if that nigga security was there and shot the shit out that nigga? Because this nigga told people literally shut. This is why I don't like Nori too, because Nori's a fucking pathological liar. And you can ask Charlemagne, he seen the text. That nigga Rosenberg texted him and said, do you have anybody from the Belt Gang that could tighten this nigga Taxstone up for me? He's being a thorn on my side. And Nori said, yo, I don't know who that is, but I'm a holler at my little niggas. And I meet Nori 2 days later, and he keeps saying, yo, Taxstone, I heard that name before. I can't remember where. Then the nigga goes in the phone and shows me the text from Peter Rosenberg. Me and Charlamagne read the shit right there. I never said a word about that shit on the internet because when I seen the nigga, I was gonna grab his balls. I wasn't.
You didn't think that made Nori look weird though? To me, that would make a nigga like
Um,
Nori look weird. To be honest.
No, yeah, but you know what it was? You know what it was? When Nori met me, right? I was walking through Viacom building with a do-rag on purpose because it was so many feminine gay dudes there. And I was like, I gotta just really show these niggas that I'm a street nigga in here. So I don't even wear do-rags in the street. So I just had a do-rag on, like bop, walking through the lobby. I see Nori, I start screaming. I'm like, NRE, Nori. Nigga, I've been a Nori fan since 98. What up, nigga? But I think I was so aggressive with Nori, I fake scared them at first. So they was looking at me like, because they was mad deep. And I was dolo. So that he like, I guess he seen I was on some fan shit. He was like, oh shit, what up? So I was like, yo, we up on Charlamagne shit? He like, yeah. I'm like, all right, bet we over here. So I brought them over there. And he's like watching how I'm interacting with the people. And the nigga kept trying to talk to me. He like, yo, you some real street nigga, huh? You don't look like none of these niggas in here. I'm like, yeah, nigga, shit, I've been home like 9 months. Know what I mean? So in the moment of chopping that up, he said, nah, why the white boy hit me and said this, that, and the third and showed me the shit. But the reason he really showed is because he was jacking a nigga bop. And he felt like he never was really going to do that for Rosenberg anyway. But because he's a declining rapper who needs Rosenberg, he had to act like Rosenberg didn't send that shit. He know he sent it. That nigga can't tell you that right now, his kids with a straight face, that Rosenberg ain't send him that text. But Rosenberg don't want to say it out loud because it'll make him look like a street dude. Because yeah, that's a murder for hire in the federal world. You send somebody to harm somebody, that is called a murder for hire. It don't matter if you sent them to beat the nigga knees in. It's called a murder for hire because a person could die in the course of that action. And it's the highest charge in the Fed. So I'm like, nigga, you white boy playing, talking to us Takashi 6ix9ine shit and all these rats and this, that, and that. But you sitting here telling people to harm people. I'm not no regular dude. You would have sent them fucking Puerto Rican niggas on me, man. Them niggas would have, come on, my nigga. That ain't good. What would have happened if they would have pulled up? Something would have happened to them niggas, and then they would have went in the text message and seen the text from Nori saying, yo, I need y'all to holler at this dude. And then they would have checked Nori phone and seen the text from Rosenberg. How would the world would have looked at that one after that? Like, yo. And guess what? It still wouldn't have did nothing for me in New York because New York don't got no fucking self-defense laws.
That's crazy.
So I'd have been still sitting here in jail talking about how I had to protect myself from niggas trying to kill me. You understand? That's
Yeah.
why I'm so mad because I'm like, bro, you was sending dudes at me like, bro, I don't play. I was joking on y'all. I was joking on y'all radio station and you send the niggas to try to drill me. Like, nigga, do you know how many niggas I could send at Hot 97 every single day from my block? I could send crackheads over there. I didn't have no beef with them dudes. Why the fuck y'all bringing street shit to the hip hop shit? I don't understand that. And then as soon as the street shit happened, everybody's on some, yo, Farrakhan and these street niggas shouldn't be here and this, that, and the third. No, y'all the street niggas. I wasn't doing no street shit. I didn't do no street shit with y'all. I knew y'all niggas was tender. Come on, I'm not
Tax,
stupid.
tax. I'll take another question. Danny, who would you bring up next?
Uh, yeah, we have a couple folks interested in coming up. Showtime, what's your question?
Rory's in the building. What up, Rory?
What's up, Taxon? I have a question.
What's
Where do you
shaking, below?
what helps you have this level of patience for people and understanding that? I see like you process situations really well. Like, where does that come from?
Well, it just comes from analyzation. I feel like the greatest analyzation of life is understanding what you could change, understanding the shit you can't change, the serenity prayer. You understand? The serenity prayer is one of the simplest phrases in life. But when you say the serenity prayer, when you say the serenity prayer, you really understand certain shit. You understand, like, yo, I can't change it. So why I'm gonna sit here being mad? I can change it. See, my situation, I could change. So I'm not sitting here crying. A bitch nigga that ain't gonna change shit is gonna sit there and cry. It's like when a nigga go broke. Niggas go broke in the street and sometimes they never make it again because they be broken. They're not necessarily broke. They just a broken individual. A real nigga go broke, he bounce back and he get money again. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's you gotta just understand mentally what your fight is and know what the fuck you doing. Like
yeah. Thanks
Uh,
for my
so
question.
Danny, is there any ladies that want to ask a question? I want to give the ladies a shot.
Yeah, sure, my bad. There's ladies in the audience, Ashley and Queen Aisha. Um,
I got a question for Tax. Well,
Wait,
he
wait,
waits
wait,
there.
wait,
Cool.
wait, Will.
Bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Danny, you have
Go ahead. Well, Aisha's not coming up right now. I got too many ladies up here, but
okay. I was just trying to just make it,
if you wanna, if you a lady, you want to raise your hand and talk to Tax, go ahead.
Go ahead, Will.
Oh, I took him down because I thought he was about to do the.
The most.
Let me bring up.
Yo,
Talk up in the. Oh, Furious. Somebody.
nah, I mean, what's
Yeah,
good,
I'm
Tax, man?
Go ahead,
okay.
Furious.
Yeah, man, how's your relationship with Charlamagne? You know, how everybody holding you down? How's that?
Charlamagne is official. That nigga's one of the most official niggas I met, actually. And what makes him official is that he not hiding the information. He's not gonna middleman you, you know what I mean? He's gonna give you right to the source, like, you know what I mean? I could call him right now and ask him somebody's number that I don't know, he gonna give it to me. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
That's
And
dope.
that's one of the biggest things you need in this industry, because you'll be standing next to the nigga that's standing next to the nigga that could change everything for you. And he'll keep that nigga from you for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
So
Let's keep it
I
moving, Danny.
I always appreciate
Um,
that nigga.
Absurd. Talk FNF. Any questions?
Yeah, Tech. So I know you saying that, in hopes that you may be out in the next 35 months. What do you see like it looking like once you are back in the free world? Like, what do you kind of see yourself positioning yourself in?
Working. Like, I got so many ideas because I was doing shit like certain shit before I got locked. Like so many projects that I had locked in with companies and I didn't even get to accomplish them. But I revamped certain things and I'm gonna do them over. Podcast is cool. I think the space is kind of like crowded for hip hop commentary. I don't know if people realize my show was never a hip hop show. It was comedy. My shit was in the my shit was in the comedy section. So it's like it ended up drifting to hip hop because I'm a hip hop fan. And then like the labels, once you start doing numbers, the labels will just start hitting you. So I was like getting begged to put artists on there. Half them niggas I never asked to put them on the show. You know what I mean? It was the labels. And I like talking to people, just regular people. You know what I mean? I like talking to people who live regular lives. I like to talk to certain professionals, talk about the hip hop shit is kind of like, it's like drained out. And it's like some of these niggas have no substance. It's like, what the fuck are we going to talk about with these niggas sometimes? You know what I mean? Like, it's like a dried out
Oh
fucking
yeah, for
space.
sure.
Like, there's no Mariah Carey's. Like, you can talk to Mariah Carey probably for 3 days because we don't know shit about her. We know everything about these
Right.
niggas in 3 weeks.
Right.
Jameson.
Yeah, bro. So one of the things I was most disappointed about, like just on a commentary level from the hip hop side, was when 6ix9ine had his rise and fall. We didn't get to hear nothing from you. You feel me? Like, were you fucking with bro before all the crazy shit?
Man, I loved that shit when I first seen it. It was the stupidest shit I seen, and I liked it.
So
uh,
It was
when
like, it
he
was
got into
exciting.
it with Cass, were you advising Cass from behind the scenes?
Nah, I wasn't talking to Cass because I kept trying to tell Cass he was coming to jail. He ain't understand. He ain't know how I knew.
How did you know?
Hold on, police, hold on.
All
you
right.
can't be
So,
asking that
and
question.
Danny,
Yeah. I don't think he was
no,
calling him the
no,
police.
Danny,
What's up, Ryan
Yeah, what
Gucci?
happened? What happened, Rocky?
Danny. I might need to have to talk to you behind the scenes.
It's my
Not,
son.
you know. Mhm.
About what? All right, that's behind the scenes. You're right. You're
Yo,
right.
yeah,
Uh,
so more or less, it's kind of easy to know when niggas is coming to jail. I can tell you about 40 more niggas is coming to jail in the industry too that don't know they coming. That's why I said it's bad that a lot of people are joking on Diddy because a lot of them had Diddy parties, even if they didn't never go to a Diddy party. They've had these same freak offs. They've hired girls to fly in to have sex with them, and the FBI classifies that shit as human trafficking. And you niggas will find out when these bitches want to check from you. So all you niggas out there talking about no Diddy, see you soon.
You ain't
uh,
hear Tax? Rocky changed it, bro. It's no Imani now.
What you said?
Oh shit.
No, bro. I said a joke. It's a joke.
one
Wow.
thing I wanted, I don't know if you got into speak, but how do you feel about how Jesus and Mero kind of went because you were someone who
Man,
had
that
them
shit
both
pissed
on?
me off, man.
Mm,
I was pissed at that, but I understand it. You know what I mean? Like, people get in different spaces in their career, you know what I mean? And sometimes they grow apart and sometimes they don't grow apart. Sometimes they just pride apart. by outside forces who feel, yo man, you could be Beyonce. You don't need Destiny Child. So you know what I mean? A lot of times they don't know the group be the best shit you could do. And a lot of people love you for that. It's like if Prodigy and Havoc like broke up completely. It's like, oh, am I gonna love Prodigy as much? You know what I mean? Like I love Prodigy and Havoc together. You dig what I'm saying? So that's just my idea, but I think that shit was a travesty. Those are two of the funniest niggas that bounce off of each other. You know what I mean? I found out why the niggas was beefing or whatever. It's unfortunate, but you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. People move
Got it.
on.
What you think is realer, bro? What you think is fake in the streets or the industry? I be
Now,
wondering
the
that.
industry in the streets is the same shit, if you want to be
That's
honest,
what I've
because
been. I've been saying that shit, bro. I'm sorry. Continue. Continue.
you got a
Got
whole
it.
bunch of people. Like, you got, like, in the industry, you got niggas with no guns just gonna rob you. In the street, you got niggas with
Speak
guns
on
that's gonna rob you. You know what I mean? Look at all the people that's distraught. Like you got so many people who like literally sign contracts that they agreed to, and then they're pissed at the shit later on. And it's like I seen Earn Your Leisure podcast one day, and the nigga said no contract was bad when you signed it, and that was the best shit I heard because at the time you agreed to it and you thought it was good, but now that you might have grown, you like, man, I could get a better contract, and that's all you got to do, negotiate. Like when Meek and Ross was going through their shit, I knew about that shit for years that shit was going on. And all nigga had to do was try to renegotiate. But a lot of niggas don't know that. They just go lash out, wow out on the internet. Yo, motherfucker. And sometimes I don't lie, you do got to do that for a nigga to listen to you. But nigga, this shit is fucking goofy, man. Just like I said, then you got fucking Peter Rosenberg and Funkmaster Flex telling people to beat people up, my nigga. Like, bro, I am mad pussy. Like, please don't send nobody to beat me up, nigga. Like, that's crazy. That's wicked. I'm outside by myself. You cannot name a nigga that probably seat me with more than 3 men before. Like they
it.
actually seat me with 3 dudes. Like that's crazy.
It's solo or a gang of women.
I hang with
Is it?
women, bro.
Is that intentional? Are you a loner intentionally?
Yeah, I'm a loner. Like I like being alone. I like being in the box in jail. Like
Real ones are usually alone. Will
you don't see where I
Tell me.
think
You
I
telling
got
me?
independent thinking. You see how everybody up there attacking Diddy? You know why I couldn't attack Diddy? I know 100 Diddies, and I ain't gonna act like I don't know 100 Diddies. The same way a lot of niggas know 100 Diddies. They in pictures with Diddies. They in pictures with niggas that's whipping their bitch ass right now, acting like they don't know it ain't none of their business. So don't get on the internet now starting to act like you so distraught because these women saying that. I'm a fucking man. If I agree with something a woman says, I will agree with it. If I don't, I won't. And that's a man. A bitch nigga is gonna act like he agree with it because her titties look nice. No, you're not doing that to me. That's why I get all the girls I want because I don't be wanting them bitches. That's why I get
Yeah.
them. For real, because y'all niggas sitting there agreeing with everything they say for the sake of any. It's fake. It's not real. You got to be real as a man. I had a discussion with my wife. I said, babe, we've been together for 14 years. I said, I've been in jail for 7 years, babe. I know you got to be getting some dick. You never turned this dick down. I ain't mad at you. If you was in jail for 2 weeks, I would have got some pussy. I would have been loyal. I would have held you down. Because see, it's a difference between being faithful and loyal. But you got men and women that won't
speak.
reach that point of mental stability where they're gonna be real with themselves. You understand? It's like if a nigga sitting there or a nigga sitting there, he ain't fucking his bitch right. It's been 2 years. She keep complaining. Yo, eat my pussy. You don't want to eat a pussy. Yo, fuck me like this. He ain't doing it right. Yeah, eventually she might go look for her ex or the weed man might have to start hitting it. You understand? She got to go fix that shit somewhere. So when you get to the mental state where you understand, I don't want to be married to no woman for 30 years and don't fuck no other woman. I want to fuck other women. So I told my wife, babe, when I'm on vacation, I want to fuck other women. You go find the bus boy or one of them niggas to go fuck too. Because I know I can't just go do me and you not going to do you.
You think people have an entitlement issue?
Yeah. And I think that shit is taught. Like, look at every book tells you that it's supposed to be one woman and one man. Who says that shit though? It can't be real. How is it real if every man cheats and every woman cheat? It can't be real. Why nobody want to be real and say, yo, I like other people? I remember when I first got with my
That
girl.
the stats won't allow it. If there's, and these are old stats, but if there's 7 men to every woman, let's take mass incarceration, death, suicide, all these things. It's literally at least 10 to 12 women to every man. If God mapped this shit out for monogamy, and it's one woman, one man, then that can't be my God because that means 10 out of every 11 women should be single, loveless, childless. That doesn't make sense.
It's true. And that's why the
That
other
can't be right.
religions, a lot of other religions don't practice that because of that, because it don't make sense. And then you got places like look at all the black beautiful women in Atlanta. Then you got that big population of gay men down there. You understand? So
Hmm.
like if they want to like really go have a kid, like they gotta go find this straight nigga or just find this nigga who don't want to say that he gay. You know what I mean? Until she find out later type shit.
Straight up on the straight and narrow. All men are straight. There's no mass incarceration. There's no suicides. There's no homicide. Those stats 7-1. I don't believe for the life of me that God will ever create a world where 6 out of every woman should be loveless, childless, unprotected. That does not make sense.
Rocky,
It
let me
just
ask you a question. Do you feel like as a woman, right? If
mhm.
as a woman, like married, you know what I mean, rest of your life, like you could do that? One man, never touching another man, never you could do that?
And it's not even for me. That part, the physical part, even like the highest on the priority. I need to be intellectually stimulated. There's so many different
Yeah, me
elements
too. I'm a
to human
sapiosexual.
behavior. Right. There's so many different elements of human behavior that I can't foresee myself being tied in and locked into one situation where I don't have the freedom to keep on leveling myself up in different spaces as far as conversation, travel, all of those things. Like one person can't be your end all be all. So no, I don't agree. And I've never, for the record, I have never in my entire life have ever even tried to imagine what a wedding or a wedding dress for myself would look like. I'm just not built for that. No.
Mm.
Well, I don't know, Rocky, kind of what you have for the space. Well, Abdul has one last question and Dub, and then I think that'll be the last questions. Abdul, go ahead.
Yeah, Tax, you were speaking on Meek earlier. How do you feel about his like image over the years deteriorating, like to the fans and like
Um, I kind of feel bad for him. You heard? I feel like he don't fully deserve all of that. But what I do understand about Meek is he has a problem with communication. I spoke to Meek a couple months ago, and we had a conversation, and I kept laughing in the conversation because he was saying some of the realest shit that I didn't actually know that he could talk about. And I don't know if he knew that's why I was laughing, but that's why I was fucking laughing. I was like, yo, this nigga's kind of sharp. He just don't know how to deliver. You know what I
Thanks.
mean?
You know what it is I do. You know my pen. I've literally offered to take over for Meek's social media because I'm like, you're so smart. You have so much depth. You don't know how to push the
Yeah,
keyboard right.
he don't know how to put it together. His thoughts. Yeah, that shit is so
Oh,
funny.
it's like one side of his brain doesn't work with the other. I'm like, you're so fucking smart in so many ways. And when you touch that keyboard, it just goes out the window.
Yeah, I get it though, but I think Meek's deterioration with music is kind of on itself. I think today is the day and age that Drake actually wrote the new pattern of music. I feel like as far as like, once streaming broke, Drake came to that age of streaming. So I feel like once streaming came, the music was delivered so fast and consumed so fast and judged so fast. Like, nigga, do niggas understand that if you missed Ether that night, you did not hear Ether again till the next night? And if your
Mm-hmm.
man didn't tape it, you had to go to his crib to get the dub. Like, do niggas understand that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Napster didn't have that shit back then. Napster ended up popping off like 2 years later. It was when niggas, they had the battle there and shit. You understand? Like, do people understand that shit? The music comes so fast, it's consumed, they digest it, they shit it out. And now you over there sitting there happy that everything popped off for you and you on tour and your fans is forgetting about you. They done moved on to the next nigga. So Drake has actually created the mold to show you have to consistently keep putting shit out or you will be forgotten about. You got those gifted niggas like J. Cole and niggas like Kendrick that make such good art that they can actually come out and hit niggas with such good, thoughtful art that niggas consume it and appreciate it for a minute. But the other food that these niggas is putting out, that shit is organic, my nigga. That shit is it's just terrible. Like as soon as you digest it, you regurgitate it, you throw the shit back up, it's over. So it's
Like it's
like
bullshit. Mm-hmm.
it's no real like when's the last like I had to in the middle of this Drake and Kendrick battle, that's when I really realized how good Kendrick was, but it wasn't off the battle, it was the shit I was going back listening to. And I'm like, God damn, this nigga really give you some fucking substance, like some
Phenomenal.
shit to think about. You know what I mean? Which is good, but it's like, yes, we can't party to all that all the time. So yes, I'm gonna need some Drake. You know what I mean? But
Right.
just
Balance.
just
Yeah.
like I said, like nigga, I just feel like Damn, I want to say Kendrick is fucking phenomenal, my nigga. You know I ain't stopped listening to that nigga till
Um,
the battle came out.
he's
God damn, that nigga good.
tax. He's in the tax 3 for me. Where do you rank him?
Matter of fact, hold on.
And
I'm
he's
about
not
to hit these
3.
niggas.
And he's not 3.
Nah, Kendrick was in this. Kendrick was with my peoples yesterday. I'm gonna see if they with him right now. Like, pull that nigga Kendrick and fuck out of here, nigga.
Wait, Tax, you still Team Drake though, right? Come on, I seen your tweets.
Huh? Nah, don't get it twisted. I'm not on none of these niggas' teams. I ain't OVO or that other shit. What's
That's
the,
beta. That's
what?
beta.
Cause my son ain't TDE no more. What is he now?
So, Taxon, let me
Did you
ask you.
Lang?
You mentioned how Drake keeps putting out music, and I feel like they use that against him since this whole rap beef happened. I feel like there's a lack of appreciation of him trying to feed his fans music.
It's
And
Michael Wade.
you know what's so funny? It's so funny to watch because every record that Drake put out right now is gonna get assassinated, even if it's good. It's crazy, and I see it happen, and it was sad watching him because I always thought Drake was a strategist. I'm seeing now that he don't got that much strategy because he keep telling academics his business, and he letting the nigga get up there to him, oh yeah, new Drake dropping soon. Drake, you need to shut the fuck up and just drop your music. See, we love and appreciate when that shit just come out and drop. All that knowing is coming. Nah, nigga, just drop that shit. Like, that shit is fucking it up. Niggas is trying to anticipate what you putting out now. So now they like, oh, Drake is about to do this type of music to act like he's cool. Or he's gonna do this type of music with his father to act like he love his black side. Or that's gonna be every single judgment before you drop now. So you just gotta drop. You just got to keep dropping it and flood the shit. At the end of the day, you know you got that Universal Music Group package. You know when they press that button, you gonna get played 3 times in an hour on every fucking station in the universe. You know that shit. So just do you.
Word. Dan, you said you have one more?
Yo, Tax, how do you
Wait,
feel about academics?
wait.
Academics need to chill the fuck out. You heard? You know what I mean? I always liked that nigga. Like from like a music critical standpoint, when he was on YouTube, I used to watch him before he would show his face. I think it was like a picture or some shit up there. I was watching the dude. I actually think I told Charlamagne about him. And he used to like rag Troy Ave all the time. And you know, we was just all joking on Troy Ave at the time. So I just posted shit laughing at the nigga or whatever. And what I realized with this dude is he's an antagonist, but it's an antagonist in a very horrible way. Like the things that he does, the response for them from certain people, I don't know how to describe it, but the things he does, the response that will come from it. All right, people know that in New York, if you tell a person to suck your dick, that might mean you willing to die or you willing to kill at that time, because that's how far to go if you say that shit, right? So he does things where somebody might have to kill him in response for it. And I've been watching it, and it's not good because now the things that I've been mad at him about, I see him going through it now. I sat there and said, bro,
Yeah.
why the fuck would my trial be going on and you be talking about me on your show, talking about, yeah, Taxstone is a real gangster. He's a real killer. You just talking. You don't even know me.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about me. You
Very
don't
true.
even know people that do know me. You never heard a nigga from my hood speak on me. You understand? And niggas from my
Yeah.
hood can't speak on me. The only nigga you ever heard speak on me from my hood is Uncle Murder. And he says, I don't fuck with Tax, but free him. Because he can't say nothing about me. You
Yeah.
understand? So it's like, why would you go up there and perpetuate that image for me? And I'm fighting for my life against niggas that literally beat up everybody who says something about their fucking music. This ain't no fucking goody two-shoe nigga. The nigga beat up Drew Miller at Hot 97 for fucking at Summer Jam for saying New York City album was the worst. They beat up I Love McConan for saying he didn't like Troy Ave remix. The nigga was on bail. The nigga was on bail for shooting at a bitch in the nightclub when he died. And they wouldn't even let me present this shit as evidence because they said you can't slander the victim.
Okay.
Like, you understand the kind of shit that niggas is facing? This shit is weird.
Yeah, tax.
Yeah, no, 100% Tax. You're right there.
But
You're
yeah,
right there.
academics is
I
up
don't
there
think many people don't
perpetuating
disagree
and
with
disrespecting
your
people
viewpoint on
during
that. You
their
know.
trials. And now you got a case where people is calling you a rapist. And you don't want to discuss it every day. You was just discussing everybody else's case every day. Why is your case not
Yeah,
discussed every day?
but I mean, I think with academics, I think he's not going to discuss that because I think in one of his last kind of lives, he was almost kind of basically breaking down the whole incident. But I think the problem with
The problem I think sometimes with Ak is, as you said, I think he is a bit too antagonistic. But I also think as well, people like rappers like Meek Mill don't really help themselves in terms of them trying to keep on pushing the button with him. And I do think there is always going to be a place for academics because of just how well he kind of does put across his kind of viewpoints. But I do think he has an ability to almost kind of talk to himself all the time, if that
I
makes
think
sense.
academics is
So he
great.
played devil advocate to his own
I
argument,
think
you
the
know?
dude is great. Don't get it twisted. As far as like what he does, I
Yeah.
think he's great at it. Just like I said, what I didn't like, and a lot of people do this, and this is why I don't wish negative shit on people. Like I don't wish cases on motherfuckers so they can feel how I feel. You understand? But when you see them have to go through something similar that you went through, and then they see what you were annoyed at, I literally had a lie being perpetuated on me for years. Why the fuck you think a nigga gonna go on 35 podcasts and try to say the same? That shit is a lie, nigga. It's
Yeah,
a
it's very
fucking
true.
lie.
Very
The shit
true.
ain't true. So you got a nigga.
Yeah.
So now you got women that's coming out saying, yo, academics rape me. How would you feel right now if I host a motherfucking, what's this shit called we in right now?
Spaces.
A space.
Space.
How the fuck would you feel if I had a space up there with a whole bunch of women talking about you raped them? And some of them could be lying. Somebody could be telling the truth. But the
Yeah.
point is that you
It's
promoting
very true.
a fucking fib on somebody and they could harm them and it could change their life. Do you know what it is for somebody to be accused of rape? How you think a nigga mother or sister look at them at Thanksgiving, your family looking at you and they said you took some pussy, you raped a woman. That ain't cool. So when
Yeah,
you
it's very
up there
true.
promoting that shit on your
Yeah.
show and it can be fake, now you getting hit with it. And guess what? I don't think academics took no pussy. But see, how would you
Yeah.
feel if 30 niggas start doing shows on you taking pussy? How would you feel?
Yeah.
A nigga,
Right.
that's what I'm trying to
No,
say.
it's very
Don't do
true.
that shit, bro. That shit is wrong because guess what? Diddy done did some of that shit. But guess what? Diddy didn't do some of that shit. Because now niggas know that they could just
You,
lie.
Who's in
yeah.
charge of now?
You know, Vlad has been holding you down really well as well, Tax. You know, I must say, man, Vlad really does
Nah,
appreciate you,
Vlad, my
man.
son.
I must say that,
Vlad
you
is.
know.
You know why I like Vlad? Because
Every other interview is talking about you, man.
Vlad is who he is. He not fronting. He not acting like he
Yeah.
nobody else. He's an inquisitive white boy who asks questions to a lot of ignorant black people who start telling on themselves, and then they be mad at the nigga later, talking about, yo, Vlad set me up. No, you niggas set yourselves up because y'all was fake street niggas from get go. Because what the fuck you look like answering questions about the streets from a white man anyway? Soon as you see a white man ask you some shit about the street, you supposed to start getting nervous. So y'all niggas go up there and y'all don't want to look like Clunch, so y'all want to look like some real rapper. So when he start asking about bodies and shit, y'all be like, what, nigga, you know my body count different. And then you be mad at him later on. Nigga, that nigga just asking some shit because he heard a line and you answered it. You's a bozo.
That part.
So
Dan,
Yeah, it's
I
Dan,
true.
don't I don't
Very
think
true,
Vlad a
Tax.
fed. I think these niggas is feds.
Are you
Dan,
familiar?
I
want
don't even think
to
I don't think Vlad is a fan. I just think it's the way his questions are, and the questions are so
Right.
Listen, Vlad is phenomenal. He's going down in history. I've never seen a nigga ask the questions he asked. And let me explain to you what he's doing. This nigga will pull up Rocky and ask Rocky about 17 people that's known in entertainment. So now, if anything happens to that person in entertainment, he got content with somebody talking about them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So, like, if he asked 45 people about DMX, when DMX died, he had 75 people talking about DMX.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's what he's good at. He asks people about shit that got nothing to do with them. Ask their opinions on it. Niggas give their opinions, and now that nigga got a piece of content that's gonna live forever. So I think that's one of his gifts that a lot of motherfuckers better start stealing. Cause shit, that shit works.
You hear that,
Algorithm.
Danny?
Algorithm. That's what I do with Joe. But nah. I just wanted to kind of. Is there ever a chance you could do something like what Suge Knight is doing?
Man, ain't nobody ever gonna do nothing in life that Suge Knight is doing, bro. Like, ain't nobody
No, I'm
like
talking about the idea of doing a
Jack,
pod, like, because this podcast is pretty dope, I think.
on my podcast.
I don't listen, I don't mind doing podcasts and shit like that, but that shit, that name kind of stink. You know, when I had a podcast, they used to diss me. It was, yo, this the podcaster nigga. Yo, he's a podcaster. And I just used to be laughing because I'm
Now we
I
gonna
don't
fight.
What
understand what
does
that
that
shit
mean,
means.
beloved?
Yeah,
Tax.
like,
We gonna fight tax because every day you like rock drop
no,
it.
Rocky. You have a lot of things that you need to speak on. And I feel like you as a female, you're gonna actually speak about some shit that a lot of these females are scared to speak about. So that's where I feel like it's a medium for you. I know I have a medium to speak, but I don't want to speak amongst these motherfuckers. Like, I swear to Jesus, I'm cool on just talking about politics. I love fucking politics more than fucking music, you heard? That's all I pay attention to, nigga. I don't give a fuck about what's going on out here. Right now, I'm deep in motherfucking Palestine. I'm deep in Gaza. I'm in Yemen right now. I'm worried about DARPA contracts. I'm worried about Lockheed Martin. I got stocks and shit. I don't be giving a fuck about what the fuck is going on. Like,
Absolutely.
I don't
I
even
had this
listen to music,
conversation.
nigga. I be
I had
acting like I heard shit.
Chill tax.
Damn,
If
I
these
had
niggas can't,
you ain't
if
see
conversation
the
niggas
with
can't
Larry
handle themselves.
Jackson
Charlotte.
interview?
Hold on. I had that same conversation with Charlamagne the other day. I brought some shit to him, and he was like, "Rocky, you know I love you. You got to hold that space down, but motherfucker, the shit I deal with this politics shit, it's way fucking different. So the money is even way different on that side too. So I just can't wait
Listen,
to
Rocky, I am dangerous. I ain't too many people that
super.
like really speak to me on that level. And then when people see it, they'll see. Like, it ain't like I do that. Like, that's really what my show was like. It was basically about me talking about my life and then basically going in to show people how to I was basically wanted to teach politics in hood layman terms. You understand? That's all I wanted to do. Like, I
Mhm.
studied political science. I got a bachelor's in that. Like, I'm not no like so when I be talking about certain shit, these niggas swear they challenging me. Like, oh, what does this nigga know? Like, bro, word to my mother, I don't talk about shit I don't know. So don't challenge me. You're not even
That
built on that level, nigga. I was raised by fucking guard bodies, nigga. We had to have knowledge of self. Fuck is wrong with you? Y'all niggas was raised in the era where doing drugs is phenomenal. I was raised in the era where everybody knew what the drugs did to you and they wanted to be clean and intelligent. You understand?
that part, Danny.
Yeah, just a heads up. Furious and Absurd are co-hosts now, so. But I don't know, Rocky. If you have an idea of tax, if you can stay longer. I don't know if that's even the case, but
It's on your text.
What you talking about? Nigga, I'm in
If you
jail. Fuck you mean can I
want,
stay longer? I'm stayed.
he got all the time in the world.
Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Do you got the time?
I have the time. Are you familiar with Danny from the Stop? I just always wanted to ask this.
Danny from who?
Okay, salute. Any
He's not
questions?
familiar.
Any
Yo,
questions?
yeah.
What's the stop? This the shit we in right now, right?
No,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
What
yeah,
is
Big
this?
We
This is like
Works.
a
Big We Works.
this is a YouTube channel. I just see it's a
yeah,
YouTube channel.
yeah.
What
Yes,
y'all
sir.
do
Yes,
though?
sir. Is it? I break down Joe Budden's podcast very often. Let's be honest.
Oh,
But so this kind of fell into my lap. But
trying
Dubs,
to
you have a
like
question?
Yeah. I
yeah.
wanted to
Tell
ask
Joe
her.
stop bringing my man name up. I don't give a fuck if he talk about me. Just stop talking about combat. I don't care
Why?
about none of that other shit.
But can I ask? I'm not trying to be insulting, but like, why is that? Because he doesn't bring it up in any. This to me, this is just me. Obviously, you have history with it,
Oh, you
but he
don't.
doesn't.
Oh, nigga. Oh, you just don't know. See, let me
Uh,
explain something to you. If you close to a person, you see everything that's being said about them. So you don't know what he's saying. You understand? I do. And he know I know what he's saying. You understand? So when he says certain shit, I won't say nothing. I'm letting it fly. But see, I'm a nigga like this. If you do something the first time, I won't say anything to you about it. You do it the second time, I won't say nothing. But the third time, I just smack you. I'm never gonna tell you what you did. You just find out once I smack the shit out you. So I couldn't physically smack that nigga, but he did it 3 times in different spaces. He did it with Nori talking about combat. He did it again talking on his show again. You're not gonna be talking about my fucking man like that, bro, while my son is dead. My son died. He was a good nigga. That nigga did nothing but help me. And you were sitting there trying to be down with that dude. Why you don't talk about that? Why you keep talking about like you this independent dude when you been in that slave record deal with them fucking old niggas from Queens for all these years, nigga? Like, come
Are you
on.
talking
Like,
about?
The Web and Nitty.
come
Are you
on.
talking
Let's
about?
be, come on.
Oh,
You got Queens Flip up there because Webb is his brother, nigga. He
mm.
ain't up there because
Damn.
you fuck with him.
Yeah, that's what they was
Oh
talking
my
about on the
God.
spaces. I told you, Danny. They was
He ain't
talking
up there
about
because
that.
you fuck with him, nigga. That nigga
Are
up
you?
there because you owed a favor. Don't be trying. I don't owe no favors to no niggas. Fuck is wrong with you? I don't live off the strength of men, and those men can't speak to me. We in 3 different calibers, 3 different dimensions. We not in the same. I got one eye. Them niggas got none. So my issue is this. Like, let's just keep my dead man. Word of my mother, I swear to God, he could go off, say whatever he want to say about me. I don't care. I'm not a sensitive dude. I like to joke. So when niggas be getting at me, I don't know if they really think they affecting me. They're not. They're not. You have to do that shit with somebody else. I've been attacked by every group in Twitter history. Lesbians, gays, Jews. I had beef with fucking ISIS on Twitter, nigga. I had ISIS accounts hit me up, bro. There's nothing you could. No group of people or words could destroy me. You know why? Because physically they won't touch me. I'm in prison. I'm by myself. I don't have friends in here. I'm by myself. I'm in general population. So when
So
people
how
ask me certain shit like Troy Avenue, I'm like, nigga, look that nigga up. He's in a hospital jail. Why would a nigga be in a hospital? Because he's a victim, you heard? I'm in general population. I talk the same shit in here that I talk out there. I'm a cool dude, and niggas don't want to fight me because I know how to fight.
is it being Taxstone in there?
It's just regular, you know. I'm in jail just like everybody else. I ain't no different, but you know, I'm gonna get a little bit more attention from the police, shit like that or whatever. You know,
You get your extra chicken on Sunday and all of that.
man. Listen, nigga, you wouldn't understand the extras, but niggas, I wouldn't even disclose it. But yeah, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, like, I remember one day I said on shit, I said, yo, I ain't have sex in a year. Niggas talking about, oh, you in jail. What you mean by that? I said, y'all niggas is y'all gotta get a fucking TV, watching TV all day, nigga. If a nigga could buy a phone at any time, you think a nigga can't buy no pussy and some oxtail, nigga?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with you niggas? Bitches sell
So,
pussy in oxtail in prison too. These bitches need their hair done, nigga. They want BBLs just like the bitches outside, nigga. Y'all
That's a
niggas
fact.
is silly. Your bitch work here? Oh, she work here? I probably fucked her. Chill out. Fuck is wrong with you, nigga?
But yo, Tax, I wanted to say something to you though. So like,
Will Kelly
hold
got
on,
a question?
I was watching you for a while, like from the beginning. Like I always watch you listen to you first on the Spotify. Then when you did some video, I listened to you. I mean, watched you too. Me and my man Shells from the start before anybody. But when you left and you went to when you went to jail, I felt like Nori really like took your whole style. Like you get what I'm saying? And like I knew that you was helping him, but
Mm,
I felt like it was a little like funny style shit going on when like he was going to Joe Budden podcast and like bigging up Joe, smiling, sucking and
yo,
jiving
let me
type
tell
shit.
you something, bro. And this is just real shit. Character wise, between Joe and Nori's way more horrible than Joe.
Yeah, I felt that. I felt
And
that.
meaning this nigga will do anything. Like
Mm.
that's why when he put the Kanye interview out and Kanye said all that shit about the Jews, I was
Hmm.
more mad at that than the nigga doing the interview with the Troy Avenue nigga. Cause I said, bro, you
Mm-hmm.
told when I met that nigga, niggas start proposing how much they hate people I don't like. I don't become friends with people because we don't like the same people. That's just not my thing. I just gotta like you. Like we just clicked. You're a cool person. We clicked. I'm not gonna get cool with you because we have the same adversary. Because I don't actually think I need you to destroy a nigga. So my confidence is that much. So like, you know, when I meet you, it's like, yo, I don't fuck with that Troy nigga. Yo, that nigga blocked me and this, that, and the third. And it's like, oh, word? Oh, that's crazy. So this is so many people. Like, this is not just Nori. This is Angela Yee. Oh, fuck Troy Ave. I told him to come to my party and he told me give him 20,000 and I put him on the radio for free. Fuck him. So when I start seeing these people later on, like, oh my God, I can't believe you, Troy. That's what he did. I'm confused. I'm like, what the fuck? The
Yeah, it
fuck
was
was
a
y'all niggas telling me? I
lot
never
of funny
told y'all
shit.
niggas nothing about that nigga. I don't talk about him. Word to my mother. None of them. You heard Nori interview when he talked to Troy? He said, yo, I'm gonna be honest. He never said nothing about you. I don't talk about that fucking nigga. I get on the internet and just joke on his music. It's just my wreck. Because I know he weak and he just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna kill y'all and get mad. Just wreck.
Tax, I want to just do a volume check. I don't want you to get boxed out. So be easy.
How this shit go? What the fuck you talking about?
Just
Nah, he
no,
get
because
the
don't have.
extras. This is
But
part of the
so
extras right
the
here. This part
point
of the
is
extras.
that this weird ass nigga Nori puts that shit out with the Jews with Kanye. You know why? He needed that. All that nigga wanted was traction. When he did the interview with Troy Ave, you know why he did that shit? I did the
Why?
investigation. I looked back. Joe Button was cooking at that time. He
Yeah,
was cooking. The nigga
but
ain't have nothing going.
Joe looks at Nori like nasty work though. Like every time Nori be doing some funny shit, you could just tell in Joe face. Like when he be coming up to Joe shit, like Joe just be looking at him on funny style. Anyway, but you
That's
know,
the issue with Joe. Joe looks at everybody funny style. His friends, every single nigga
mm,
Bro,
that's on the couch with him, he looks at them in a funny way. But these is his friends. Then they know it, and they sitting there looking at him in funny ways. So this is a couch full of weak men. This is
Speak.
not no strong shit
Mm,
going on here. This is a whole, this is not
mm.
one person. Flip, see, I'm watching from afar, knowing that Flip is the only nigga up there with his own brain. But I'm also up there knowing that Flip done compromised his own morals to keep sitting there.
I mean,
Mm.
that's what. Well, Mook said that
You
Flip is the
understand?
realest nigga up there. Mook said
So,
Flip is the realest nigga up there.
no, Flip is the realest dude up there,
Oh,
meaning that he's a man that understands when somebody's bullshitting them. You understand? Some
Hmm.
people is all right with taking abuse. Some people sometimes keep looking at the good side of their friendship and they be like, nah, maybe he doesn't mean that. Look how the nigga was violating Rory and Mal for the longest. You get what I'm saying? He was
speak,
Hmm.
violating them niggas for the longest. I'm
speak up.
sitting there knowing it and I'm not saying nothing. I'm just watching it. They not telling me shit. I just know what's going on and I'm watching it. And I'm like,
Is
how long is
that
they gonna take this
confirming
shit?
everything
Damn.
I said? Everything I said, Tax is
But I
confirming.
understand though. I also don't be mad at niggas for decisions because just like I said, I'm a different type of character. I'm a nigga that will kamikaze the whole situation. You understand? And I'm not mad at no nigga who just on some, yo, let me just see what's good. Let me see what's here. I always felt like Rory and Mal could have had their own thing. I said, them niggas could do their own thing. They don't need boy. Boy need them. You don't see he need company? My show was me by myself. I would bring a motherfucking co-host up here and there to co-host with me just for some rec. I didn't need a co-host. You understand? Joe Button needs a co-host. From the moment he started, it was him and Marissa Mendez, and he couldn't do it by himself. And then whoever, that's why I said Rory and Mal, they should have never let him name it the Joe Button Podcast. It went from I'll name this
That,
podcast
that,
later
that
to the
was
Joe
the
Button
kiss of death.
Podcast.
That was the fucking kiss of death.
So it's like, nigga, now it's just his shit. And y'all niggas is here, y'all building this shit the fuck up too. Y'all creating y'all fan base. Y'all might not be as known as him, but Rory got his crowd of people that like him. Maul got his crowd of people that like him. You understand? So it's like, that's why a group be working a lot because everybody got their own little set of fans. And when you come together and work, Joe ain't doing that show by himself right now. You know why? Because it's certain niggas that like Ice. It's certain niggas that like Ish. It's a crowd that like the girl. It's a crowd that like whoever else. You understand what I'm saying? So he
Yeah,
ain't gonna
yeah,
do
yeah.
it
That's what
by
we was talking about
himself.
yesterday. We was talking about that yesterday about Melissa Ford. Like, if she needed, and I was telling Rocky, like, she can't be taken away because people will miss her. It's so crazy at this
See,
point.
this is one thing I learned about podcasts. Even when people like think people is annoying and shit, if you keep listening to somebody, when they gone, you gonna miss them.
Yeah, that's a
Cause
fact.
I was sick of Angela Yee for years, but when Angela Yee left the Breakfast Club, I fake missed her.
No fake miss.
I
Hmm.
did.
Hmm.
And I ain't gonna lie. For years, I was like, if this bitch don't get the fuck off this shit and shut the fuck up, talking all this relationship advice, can't get a man ass bitch. If she don't shut the fuck up, you understand? Like, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up that broke pussy, like, bitch,
See,
how's you
yeah,
giving all this pussy advice? Come on, beloved. Let's be honest. That's like the
Dub, you
victims. You got a whole bunch of these weird, these people are crazy out here and they try to make me seem like I'm crazy. There's nothing
That's a
wrong with
fact.
me. There's something wrong with a lot of y'all niggas, though. I know
That's a
who I the
fact.
fuck I am. These niggas look at these psycho. I had a nigga, look at the Math Hoffa nigga beat up all these people. And then the niggas running around calling me a bully. I still don't know who I bullied. Who the fuck did I beat up? I ain't beat nobody up. All I did was speak to men and see when I see them, yo, what's up? You want to fight? Niggas like, nah, well, I ain't me either. I ain't want to fight either. I had a decent outfit on. I'm good.
mm-hmm,
You understand? That's simple. I'm a man. These niggas not men. They dealing with so much pride issues that they'll go die. Like
mm-hmm,
nobody will tell you go rest in peace to Hovain. Me and that nigga Hovain spoke so many times, yo. So many times. Yo, Tax, yo, let's end this shit, bro. I'm like, yo, it's nothing even going on, bro. I'm just joking on him. But yeah, yo, you know how he feel and da-da-da-da. But I'm like, bro, the nigga just went to the barbershop in my hood and told niggas he got 30,000 for a nigga to kill me, bro.
Damn.
I'm not telling people this on the internet, so I'm just joking on them like, fuck this whack ass record, nigga. You understand? And this nigga trying to get me smirk because of that? Because I said your music whack? No, you know what it is? It's because I'm a real Brooklyn nigga. And if I say your music is whack, they're going to say it too. They know
Yeah,
you're not
that's
a
a
real
fact.
Brooklyn nigga. They know
Words
when
is
you
powerful.
talking, you was never at the Elks. You was never at Empire. You was never at these places that's supposed to be 2 blocks from you. They never seen you. You showed up as an adult in the neighborhood claiming to be a kingpin. Nobody bought work from you. They was confused. This nigga
Mm.
was lying at my trial. He was lying on the stand about the work he sold at the trial. The nigga said, yeah, you know, I was moving 5 to 6 bricks a week.
Who
Nigga, you
says
gotta.
that on the stand? Who says that on the stand? That's
But
crazy.
this is the agreement that they get. So this the government makes them do that to try to make it seem like they're telling everything to the jury, and he's being so honest that you have to believe everything else he's saying.
Gives them
Wow.
legitimacy and credibility. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, he
I,
really
I,
out there moving
I
around like shit.
yeah,
believe
that's what that is. So now
That's
he's up there
nasty.
like, oh, I was moving 5 bricks a week, and I was doing this, and I was doing that, and I'm like, yo, this is fucking crazy, bro. Like, this is insane. Like, he didn't tell the truth about nothing. Like, how the fuck you don't know how you got shot? How in the hospital you tell the person, yo, I was fighting for the gun, he shot me in the leg? How the person
facts,
the
facts, facts,
how? What the fuck kind of shit is this?
facts.
What my fucking coffee at? What you say?
That's the only time I want to stay away because we got a journey ahead.
You
Yo,
got a
go ahead,
who?
Abdul. Go ahead, Abdul. You got your hand up.
I was gonna ask Tax. It seemed like with Meek, like y'all found a resolution, and we got that Wraith interview, that legendary Wraith interview. You never thought that could happen with you and Troy Ave, like at
Nah,
some point?
hell no. Cause what I'm gonna talk to him about? That nigga don't do shit. That's why you think I'm mad at my man that I helped start his show for interviewing a nigga who has nothing going on. I am the only thing that happened in his life. When the fuck is a nigga interviewed him about new music coming out? Or yo, I'm doing this, I'm working on this, or I got this project. This nigga just makes up shit and put it in people's face. Yo, I'm opening up a club right here. Yo, you see me, the foreign Lamborghini. Like, nigga, 14-year-olds got Lamborghini trucks in Brooklyn. They scammers, bro. Like, but this the shit he pushing people's face to try to act like he doing something important. Yo, taking care of my son, my family, God first. Man, get the fuck. I'm not talking to no nigga about a whole bunch of fake shit. That's like interviewing Kevin Gates. I don't want to interview no dumb nigga like that. Like, I don't want these niggas manipulators, master manipulators, just wordsmiths. They the prison niggas. These niggas that read the Quran and all that super Muslim nigga come out of jail, read the 48 laws in the Quran, and come out and want to manipulate the world. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
So
I
you
heard
saying
one
Troy Ave
interview.
got shot,
Whatever
changed
questions,
his life?
whatever
Huh?
questions next, we staying off of
Yeah,
Troy,
let's get
all
off
of
of
that
Troy,
shit.
yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I was saying let's avoid that. I don't. That's a little too sensitive. Any other questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, Taxstone.
Um,
What advice would you give the new media coming up?
I mean, my
Jennifer.
hand was up, but I'll mute up.
So the question was, Tax, what advice do you have to new media? Please unmute Tax. I don't know if you unmuted. You might be speaking right now, but you need to unmute. Damn, we
Tax
might.
the button on the bottom that says mic on.
Yeah, unmute it. I'm like 100% sure Tax
Yo,
is. Okay, now I can hear you. Go ahead.
nah, yeah. But what the fuck I was saying? Oh yeah, the media. Oh nigga, you just gotta be consistent and be different. All of that trying to be like niggas. Why is all you niggas following each other? Y'all don't think that's whack? Let me that white
I told these motherfuckers that shit
yo.
yesterday.
What's that white girl? The white girl that said nigga on TikTok. Yo, listen, that bitch is dumb, but that bitch is a smart bitch.
She
I don't give a
out of
fuck what
here.
nobody
She
say.
skyrocketed out of here with
I
that
love
one.
that stupid bitch. Listen, no, because she says some of the dumbest shit in one part of her shit, and then she say some smart shit. Like, I can't. One thing about me, I'm not biased. I can't dissect if what you're saying is true, even
That
if I
don't
don't like
gotta
you.
be. There's an entire market, an entire audience for that right there.
Yeah, it is true, like perfectly entire audience. But my thing is this: why everybody got to do the same thing? Why when one nigga start YouTube streaming and he get the chair and this and that in the background, everybody do the same thing? Like,
Everybody got the same
what the
chair.
fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? Like, that's why when the podcast shit, I never knocked other podcasts coming because I felt like, yo, the more we got, the more the corporations is gonna want to pour into us. Nigga, you have to ask the niggas at loudspeakers even to tell you, nigga, I started going to get ads when people didn't even know where to get them from. I'm just listening to radio shows and I'm like, all right, if they play the Tide commercial on Hot 97, I'm gonna hit up Hot 97 ads and tell them I got this podcast that I just dropped 5 weeks ago and we getting 60,000 views a week. You know what I mean? Let me see what I could do. Nigga, you got to go different. You can these niggas are all following each other. And then they gonna follow the niggas that they hate. I see all of them hate the Lil Casanat nigga. Lil Casanat nigga funny. What y'all mad at him for? Like he knew, let the nigga do him. It's a new leaf. That old shit is always gonna get old. You have to innovate, nigga. You have to fucking innovate. That's why niggas want to fuck Bernice and niggas don't want to fuck other people's grandmother. That bitch is being innovative. She's not being a regular grandmother. You get what I'm
Big
saying?
facts.
You niggas want to be the regular. You keep
Shout
following
out
niggas
Jalen
that
Brown.
ain't these. Yo, let me tell you something. A nigga who got a podcast right now told me some shit. I ain't gonna say his name. I don't know if he want me to say it or whatever, but whatever. He said, Tax, Nori got, he said, no, he said, Joe Budden had this amount of followers in this year. In this year, he still has this amount of followers. He said, I had this amount of followers in this year, and now I got this amount of followers now. So I've been growing. Joe Budden isn't going to grow anymore. He's stagnant. And I was like, wow, it never hit me like that. But it made me understand, I think, Joe's gripes with other people that was coming up with podcasting because, nigga, I was nobody. I was a nigga with 14,000 followers on Twitter, just putting out a podcast, speaking my thoughts. And my shit was doing the same numbers as him. And then I started surpassing the nigga. You understand? So I remember I posted up the MTV poll where MTV2 tweeted, they was like, yo, who had the best podcast? And I got like 86% of the vote, and I posted it. And niggas was like, oh, you showing that old shit? No, I'm showing what we were doing at the same time. This who I was, nigga. While you was on Love and Hip Hop on TV and all that shit, nigga, I was in the fucking trap. For real. I was doing podcasts selling fucking drugs, nigga. Fuck are you talking about? Like, it wasn't no joke. So it's like we come from two different spaces and you hating on a nigga because a nigga coming up. But I never hated Joe Budden. I used to listen to the nigga music and all that shit. I still like some of his records, you know what I mean? Some of like the real strong joints. Like, I still like them shits. But just like I said, like, I'm not a nigga that's on some hate path for Joe Budden and none of that. But what I am on is whatever you niggas try to perpetuate about me, I'm going to perpetuate about you. So since you out there talking about, oh, Taxetone carried a gun, and he had a gun on his show when I was there, why the fuck are you lying, bro? Like, what the fuck? Where you come from all these years later talking about I had a gun and all this crazy shit? Like, what is wrong with this dude? So you saying that to try to make me look negative, right? But guess what, Joe Budden? You beat up every one of your bitches. So I'm going to keep talking about it. I got emails from them, DMs, bitches want me to go extra hard. That shit don't even be in my nature. But if it come out, yeah, I'm going to post it. And I'm going to talk about it too. Since you out here trying to perpetuate this negative shit about me. Like, I'm a very positive person. Anybody that know me know I'm positive. I'm just aggressive. You understand? I'm aggressive. Aggressiveness sometimes scared people as sheep. They be like, oh, why is he, he's too strong for me. He's too aggressive. He goes to get what he want. No, I don't be doing shit to nobody. That's why I say you could ask any nigga in the universe. I'm like, nah, Tax, talk to me about it. That shit was about nothing. I'm a reasonable nigga. These niggas are bullies. And they bullies behind mics. And that shit is not cute because you want to bully me, talk crazy about me. And then when I see you, and I'll be like, yo, my nigga, that day you want to tell me how you had a ADHD moment and you bipolar and whatever the fuck else. I remember when I see Ebro, I hand shook the dude. I said, yo, what's up, Ebro? How you doing, beloved? What's up? You got beef with me? He was looking like this, looking down at me, man, tall like this. Come on, man. My son Orlando from Atlantic Records at the time, Orlando there like this. Yo, Tex, come on, yo, this Ebro. I said, I don't give a fuck who this is. Oh, I'm talking to him. Do you have a problem with me? It was me, Blue Jim, and Orlando. Word of mother, I remember. And the pussy nigga ain't say shit. But you know what he said to me on Twitter 3 weeks later? Yeah, I told Taxetone to suck my dick. I'm like, what the fuck? You know you didn't say that to my face. I would have sucked your dick, nigga. You would have never had a dick. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why you ain't say that to me? Like, you had opportunity. This was Henny Palooza. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. The industry is goofy. All the new niggas got to do is just keep working and be innovative, bro. Try to cross-market into, like, shit that other people might use in other markets and other genres and use it in hip-hop or, you know, I think it's bigger than just hip-hop now, bro. It's like, bro, we really got to get into the politics space, bro. These niggas is dumb as shit, bro. You got fucking, look, you know how many niggas actually gonna vote for Trump for being around rappers? Now, I'm gonna be honest, right now, I want Trump to win, but it's for my own personal criminal reasons. You understand? I have my own reasons because Trump is being charged with certain shit right now that has to change in the federal government. Like that white bitch said it the other day. She said, how the fuck is felons not allowed to have guns? The Constitution is what the law of the country is ran by. And the Constitution say a citizen is allowed to bear arms. When you get a felony, you don't lose your citizenship. So having a charge that says felon in possession of a weapon is automatically unconstitutional. In 2 different circuits already said it's unconstitutional. You understand? So that's why I'm like, nigga, this is certain shit that Trump is battling right now. They just took his gun license in New York because they say he's a felon. But guess what? They shouldn't. They changed the federal laws the Supreme Court changed the gun laws in New York because New York laws was only racist because of slaves. Then they didn't say we couldn't bear arms in New York because they realized that black motherfuckers was walking around with guns legally. So they said, hold on, we don't want these niggas with guns because we fear that they're going to rebel one day for being enslaved. That's why the charge arson is 25 years to life, the same charge as murder. Because once they took guns away, the only way slaves rebelled was through fire, was through arson. They would burn slave masters' houses down. So they said, oh, y'all want to burn our houses down? 25 years to life. So once the Supreme Court does the history on it, they say New York has to release that law. They cannot do that. That's unconstitutional because it was only done because they didn't want black people with the guns. So now you lift these laws in New York, right? And now your grandmother is allowed to have a gun now. She's walking around with the gun. She goes to the laundromat, and now this bipolar nigga busts her upside her head. And she shoots the nigga in his face after he busts her upside her head. And they arrest your grandmother. And then they put your mother in jail and they charge her with murder in the 2nd degree. Because there's no law in New York that says you can protect yourself. You have to prove that you ran, you have to prove that you attempted to call the police, and you have to prove that you tried to de-escalate the situation. How the fuck can you prove that if a gun is in your face? This is why New York ain't the place to be for a nigga like me. You understand? I gotta go somewhere where it's all right to do shit to people who attacking you, and it's not all right in New York. So that's why I'm good on New York. They can keep this motherfucker.
All right. Anybody else? Next question.
Yeah. Something you said earlier about getting into politics and shit, I think is interesting, right? So I was doing a lot of hip hop content and I was getting real traction from it. I ended up taking all my shit down, partially because I be looking at this shit a little bit like it's a minstrel show. You feel me? You think I'm off base with that? Where it's just like the way this hip hop media content is set up to be like, you just have to like, whoever niggers it up the most is gonna be the motherfuckers that's successful. That's how you get Charleston White to blow up. You feel me?
Well, you know, Charleston White is just intellectual ignorance. You know what I mean? So it's always an audience for that. But the thing is that, you know, people are attracted to what they're attracted to. This is why you have the group of women and men that hate Sexy Red, and then you have the group that love her. You know what I mean? So people are attracted to what they're attracted to. And sometimes niggas might look in the industry and think that certain people are doing it wrong. Like, he's not using his space correctly. And it's like, all right, well, do it then, nigga. Do it. It's like when niggas come out and they say, like, I remember I was mad because I said, yo, man, this nigga Future really came out with Gucci flip-flops and they ain't even had them shits on the market. They had to put them back on the market because of the song and the shit sold out. He could have named that shit Future flip-flops and we would have bought them shits. Fuck Gucci. Fuck you representing them niggas for. But see, this is how a nigga look at the Future platform, but that's the way Future move. So it's like, if I feel that way, it's up to me to go make tax flip-flops. You get what I'm saying? So if it's like a nigga out there, he don't like the way academics is moving, then you go do it. See, that's what I'ma do. Niggas not gonna do that type of shit. When I don't like some shit, I go do it. I started doing the hip hop podcast shit because of Funk Flex, nigga. Real shit. I was in Texas, I was in LA in the same weekend, I was in Oregon, and I heard no music from the East Coast. I heard nothing but West Coast niggas that I never heard before in my life. When I got back to New York, I heard nobody from the fucking East Coast on the radio either. I heard a whole bunch of niggas from other places. This is when I start bickering with these niggas to play local niggas. This is when I go to the Bronx and find Trey Pizzy and the Crip niggas from 80 side. This is when I go to Brooklyn and find Manolo Rose. This is when I say, yo, go grab 2 milli up. I was locked up with his brother. Yo, who that? That's Bobby Schmurder and them from the 90s. Put them niggas on too. Look out for the little 8 niggas from the Bronx too. Look, you understand? This is what
And
this
you
shit
was
was
able to do
about.
all of this from a Twitter account?
Yeah, because I was ready being watched. I already knew I was gonna do podcasts, but my podcast was gonna be political. It was based on urban politics, like basically educating urban people into politics in a comedic way. And then me talking about hip hop and bringing certain shit into the fold. I knew people in the industry. My cousin is Damon Eden. He'd been in the industry for years, and so I was already around record labels. So now people is hearing it, and they like, yo, can we bring Drum up there? I remember Drama just came out of some shit. They like, I'm like, who the fuck is that? They like, oh, I'm like, nah, I don't want to talk to that nigga. They like, but he's dope in his songs. I don't want to talk to them. I don't even know if that nigga know how to talk. I don't want to talk to him because he got a dope song. I like to talk to niggas who know how to talk. I like to have good dialogue. So that's what it basically was about. But what happened is that I started conforming to the shit, and I started allowing these niggas to let artists come on my show, and I shouldn't have did that. I should have stuck to my guns and stayed away from it because I didn't want to talk to these fucking niggas. I think hip hop is the most niggerish space in niggerish history. And I feel like hip hop needs a reform. And I feel like a lot of this, like, it's sad what the shit, the images is perpetuated. Because look, you got a whole bunch of niggas, right? I will get 7,000 tweets a day of niggas that say, yo, Tax, you crashed out. You fucked your life up. You did this. You a clown. And then I'm looking at lyrics they tweeting like, yo, look at this shit. These niggas are crazy. Listen to the shit they put in themselves every day, right? But then they tell me, a nigga who actually was protecting himself, that I did some wrong shit. Nigga, it would have been RIP me instead of free me, nigga. Mm-hmm. I changed them niggas' situation. That's the fuck he angry about. He's embarrassed. How the fuck we came in there 7 deep to do this nigga dirty and he did us dirty? Right. He went home
Tupac
and
be
we went
niggas
to the
spirit
hospital.
animals, bro.
So this is why I said, that's why I said that. Pussy niggas, mad pussy niggas, spirit animal is Tupac. Because they love the image of being gangster. They won't ever try to do none of this shit. They're not gonna spit nobody face coming out of court. They're not gonna, none of this shit is all morally wrong to them, but it's their spirit animals who they wish they could be if they had more heart or intellect. Because I don't think heart is real. I think it's more intellect. I think the smarter you are, the more gangster you are. The smarter you are to understand sociology, to understand how to maneuver in the room. Like right now, the craziest killer will come in the crib, won't nobody say something to him. I'm gonna be the nigga to walk up to him. Yo, what's up, fam? What's your name? Because a killer got a name, but niggas will look at a mad nigga and be like, yo, this nigga look crazy. Yo, what's up, fam? You good? And the first nigga to approach that nigga, guess what? He ain't even gonna get on no killer shit. He's just happy that somebody approached him, even if he did not want to be approached. You understand? Mm-hmm. Niggas don't understand that. These niggas got defense mechanisms. They got to walk around looking tough all day so people can stay away from them. They're not actually tough. Why you think why would a nigga keep saying he busts his gun? It's to keep people away from him. I bust my gun. You know that, though. Oh, shit. Who the fuck want to play with a nigga who busts his gun, right? So this is what I'm trying to tell you. So when you these images that niggas perpetuate in hip hop is negative, bro. It's mad negative. And even with Drake, like when I heard the Drake record, I'm upset. 50,000 on my head is disrespect. I was mad at that record because I say, yo, Drake, why you just ain't get that shit to somebody? Ain't nobody had no fucking 50,000 on your head. And I don't think you should be rapping about this kind of shit, Drake. Like this kind of shit actually happens in the street. I know niggas who get money put on their head. I had money on my head just now. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even a laughing matter, but you know, I understand it's art. So this is when I gotta sit there and be like, yo, it's art, man. It's just art. But then it's not art when you got your fucking kids literally imitating that shit and wanting to become it. So it's like, it's up to the parents too on what you letting these kids see. Because see, I was raised by BET and MTV. I was a 106 TRL nigga. Moms don't come home till 6, 7 o'clock. You understand what I'm saying? She working while I'm at home raising myself. I got a legal cable. I'm watching Spice and Hot Network. But look, now these niggas got smartphones. The Pornhub right there on their jack. Everything is right there accessible to them. So the education that they getting the education faster than us. So they're way more advanced and smarter than us now. And there's nothing you could tell them. But the thing is that you can help in perpetuating what goes into them, because the hip hop niggas are so ignorant because they put nothing but ignorance in them. You listen to nothing but pure ignorant drug rap. You watch nothing but gun shooting movies. Then you go on social media and talk nothing but ignorance. So now you got ignorance coming up in your body. So that's what the fuck come out your body. It's like food. If you put bad food in you, it's gonna fuck your shit up. So that's what it do to your brain and your spirit. So I could go on Twitter for the ignorance, but nigga, you niggas have no idea how dangerous I am. Niggas have no idea the things I'm into studying, the things I'm studying right now. You understand? That are out of this world, that if we discussed it on Twitter, nobody on the timeline could discuss it with me. It would be a whole nother crowd that pops up. You understand? So I'm not on that realm. I just know how to be dumb to get attention. That's it. Say some dumb shit. Let these niggas listen to you and sell it. That's what Kanye do. Kanye, we don't hear nothing from that nigga. As soon as he's selling something, this nigga pop up and say some dumb shit. Niggas think he dumb. That nigga ain't dumb. He ain't bipolar. That motherfucker smart as a motherfucker. Who the fuck we don't hear from you from a year? You pop up, say some nutty
Sucker to
shit,
catch a sucker.
and then you got slippers for sale. Ain't no slippers for sale 2 weeks after he said that shit. Hell no, nigga. That nigga is strategic. Ain't nothing slow about no Kanye fucking West. But
Oh, wait, Tax, speaking on the ignorance, another rapper, I wanted to know how you felt about King Von when he was alive. You was jacking him?
Anyone else got any questions?
I'm gonna be honest,
Abdul
man.
just asked.
I heard King Von after he died. I never heard of King Von. My producer hit me up, Jonathan Minute. He said, yo, Tax, man, King Von died. And he said, I'm so sad. And I said, who's King Von? He said, yo, the guy from Chicago that's down with Little Dirk. And I was like, what? Like, I don't listen to them dudes, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, I'm still listening to fucking Beanie Siegel, The Reason album. Like, I'm still stuck on Black Thought When Things Fall Apart. Like, I don't listen to none of this shit. I just be talking about it.
No,
Yeah.
facts. So what you think about New
So
York rap, like the cellos and the new dudes in New York?
Cello is dope.
Yeah, fire, right?
Cello been dope.
Nah, I know.
Cello been dope for years though,
I
and
know.
that's why he should have like. I just feel like he had like bad company around him. You know, like
Mm.
niggas be putting these niggas around him to be on all the Instagram pictures. They look like they know people and shit.
Say
They be
that.
like, yeah, this my son. He be next to such and such. That's all them niggas do is be next to people. Niggas don't respect them niggas' brains. They don't respect when they talk. That's why they can't get shit done.
That's a
All they
fact.
is around niggas. They just a fucking prop.
I'm gonna hit cello up now. Like,
Word.
it's my
You
man.
believe in
Cello,
manifestation,
cello,
Tex?
good. Huh?
You believe in manifestation?
Hell yeah. Because at the end of the day, but manifestation, I believe, come with work, and it come with. If you believe some shit, you gonna work to do it. You know, if I give you an idea right now and you don't believe it, you're not gonna want to do it. You gonna run circles. Oh yeah, I'll holler at you, Tax. I don't know. You know what I mean? But if you believe in it, you're gonna go hard for it. Now I feel like that's manifestation. I feel like a lot of people got dreams. I think dreams is like for kids and pussies. Like I don't think dreams is dope. I think dreams is like whack. Like I think like who dreams? I feel like a real man has plans. Like it ain't no dream. I got a plan. This is what I'm about to do, and this is how I'm working to get it. It's not a dream. You know what I mean? A dream is like a figment of your imagination. You know what I mean? Vision is a plan. Vision is understanding I'm going to do this. I remember when I did the show to Pull Up with Taxetone. I only did one episode. I was supposed to do 12 for Complex, did a contract with them. I put out the episode with Day Day when he got signed to 300. And I pitched the idea to Viceland and I pitched it to motherfucking Complex and 3 other people. And they all dubbed it. And my producer was like, yo, Tex, man, nobody wants this shit, man. What are we going to do? I said, we going to do it. And after we do it, we're not going to put it out. We're going to send it to them because these niggas is blind.
But Joe
We're
Budden did
talking
the
to
pull up.
fucking,
Joe Budden did the
of
pull up too.
course. Yeah, he did it right
That's the
after I
same
went to
name.
jail, right? Yeah, didn't he? Didn't he pop up with a show called The Pull Up
It's
after I
called the
went to
pull up. That's
jail?
what when you said that,
That
I
is
was like,
true.
yo, hold up, because before I
Yeah,
did
you
my
didn't notice
interview,
that, right?
that's what I was looking into. I was like, yo, wait, hold up.
Listen, I didn't
Yeah,
care
I could
though.
drop a gem on that humans too. I don't know who that came from. Me possibly, but anyway.
Talk about it.
Huh? What you said?
That was
Man,
Rocky
that's
that said that. Humans.
Nah, you know what it is too. I know. I didn't even care. Like when people told me about it, I wasn't even shocked, and I didn't care. You know what I mean? I know that I'm mad creative. I have said things right now that niggas have built their careers off of. There's niggas who use my tweets to build content on other places. Like I see it. I don't care because my brain don't stop working. Your shit is gonna stop working. If I stop saying shit, I can stop feeding you.
Yeah, but I just want to sidebar. Whoever Augustino is in this room, I think he said something like every time Tax says something, Rocky Glazing, motherfucker. Tax is in here because I brought him in here. All right. So
What they say?
talking about him glazing every time you say some shit. I'm riding.
Glazing.
Man, let these motherfuckers know what it is.
Yeah, I'm wild handsome. You better glaze when I talk, Rocky.
Tax is my family. Tax is here because I asked him to be here.
Rocky got mad Muslim billionaires she dealing from Saudi Arabia and shit.
Easy.
Wait, Tax, did you succumb to the prison to Muslim pipeline? Did you celebrate Eid?
Did I presentate the who?
I said, are you a Muslim? You celebrate Eid today?
That's a violation
I ain't
question.
Muslim.
That's a
Oh, okay.
violation question, Abdul.
I was just beefing with the Muslims for 2 years in here. I had a whole bunch of faggots beating the Muslims up. I was paying them niggas, whole bunch of trannies.
If a
That's
man
crazy.
turns Muslim in jail, Abdul, then he is soft.
Huh?
Like
Nigga,
he tried to make it
I
seem
don't
like you
join
turned
groups.
Muslim and all that. That's crazy. Don't put that
Nah,
on
I'm a
Tax name,
group.
bro.
I'm a group. I'm not in a gang. I'm not in a gang. My name is Taxetone. I was once Black P Stone. I turned Black P Stone into T. Rogers. Rest in peace. One of the founders of it. And I later turned Blood in 1997. I haven't been Blood since 2009. 2009 is when I stopped being Blood. I'm not down with any groups. I'm by myself. And I don't want to be down with any groups. I don't like niggas that much to be joining people. That's not my thing.
Tax, I know you have
It's
all the time in the world, and Danny, I don't want to stop your room, but I want to call it right here.
Can I
That's
ask one more question, Rocky?
Nah, we're good. We can wrap up. I think we asked Tax a bunch of questions. Um,
mm-hmm.
yeah, thank you for stopping by, Tax. We really appreciate your time. You definitely turned back the clock as far as the
Feel
Philly.
free to always come through.
Facts. Salute.
Yeah, don't ever pull me in no shit like this unexpectedly, Rocky, without telling me what's going on. You got these niggas in here pressing me and shit.
All right, man.